What is this? We're excited to launch this production flow feature. Makes managing your construction, do research all from the same. I'll kind of dig into it. Also happy the new operations feature provides you with short or long-term tasks you fulfill while playing the game. With this feature now being available on mobile, desktop, or yada yada yada. Okay. Yeah, let's get back into it. So we're in day 3. I'll turn on sound in just a sec. Alright, take a look. Odessa is... Okay, that's interesting. So... Can I get a little bit closer there to see what he's doing? No, not really. Okay, we'll just leave that there. We're going to send this one here. Otherwise, let's see what's going on. Front reports. Building. Iraq should be gone. Okay, it is. Excellent. We're going to move these guys up here so we can get ready for the invasion of Syria here. I'm going to want a couple more troops there. I'm going to move these guys down here. And I think these guys too. Just centralize that a little bit. So we are ready for that attack tomorrow. And once these are ready, I'm going to send the 6th Armored Car Division into this. And the 18th Armored into Aleppo. Otherwise, let's see how the map's going. Germany is still kind of staying defensively minded. It's got too many units in these stacks, but that's fine. Italy is still doing its thing. Yugoslavia is not playing. If it was, it'd be dealing with Hungary. Soviet Union is not making any moves. Sweden not making any moves. The UK is... Oh, that's interesting. UK has launched an invasion of... Belgium. That's an interesting little reversal. If they're kind of gonna... France doesn't seem to be doing anything. Spain is... Spain might be taking Portugal, I don't know. The United States has finished its occupation of Cuba. That's still Portugal, okay. And it's going into Canada, so that's kind of progressing. Yeah, so we're just slowly building. The game is just kind of slowly progressing at this point. You know, see what we can research here. Okay, that's a good deal. We'll get infantry level 2 trucking. We must be on an accelerated schedule. We're going to leave this here for now. Tanks. We're going to... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is really moving, isn't it? Alright, a game this accelerated, I want to start getting this going. Just because I want to be continuing on the far edge of this track at all times. So the morale has stabilized here, which is good. Yeah, it's just kind of a stabilized game at this point. Gonna build another sub. Yeah. So that way I can put a sub on every naval port out here so that I kind of know. I'm actually going to move this so I can cover both of these sites. Then so Istanbul's got some production going. But I'm really focusing on industry. That's really kind of where the game is lying at this moment. Wheat's okay. Rare materials. Steel is probably the big one here. So I'm going to get the next level of industry going there. Gas is also kind of low. Get the next industry going here. And we're going to get the next industry going on rare materials, because those are the 3 areas that I'm kind of low at. And now you see that's kind of, you know, these 3 are the big ones. Because my wheat production is low. I don't know why my steel production is so low. Is this always Italian? Yeah, maybe. Okay, time to check the newspaper, see what's going on. Okay, UK did attack that. Technology, yeah, anyone who's playing should be even. So UK, Spain, and Turkey. That's what I mean. That doesn't tell me a bunch I'm going to go to yesterday. Yeah, Belgium losing a bunch. Battle and war in Cuba is done. Really? Okay, so US has attacked Portugal and Morocco. US is kind of pressing. Honestly, I think it would be a pretty good coalition victory for the US, Germany, and me to end up with it. I don't think anyone else is playing here. Yeah, I don't really need to be at the top end of this. I just kind of want to, you know, I want to make sure I'm in the mix. So we'll start our invasion of Syria tomorrow. You know what? I'm just going to move these guys. No one, Egypt is not active. He hasn't moved anything at all. I'm gonna assume that he's not going to do anything and just move those there. And I'm going to distribute 2 of these guys to here to kind of keep them, you know, a little bit back in the mix so that they can distribute to a couple of places here. Yeah, you know, the industrial side is always a big choke factor at this stage of the game. Let's see what the stock market has. Wow, someone is selling rare material way too cheap. That's like insanely cheap. Yeah, I'm gonna buy everything that I can there. Yeah, and this is all more normal pricing. Anytime in the stock market you see a price drop below, like, below 5, you absolutely should snap up whatever it is. 5 to 10 is more situational. That's why I'm not super, like, I'm not gonna jump at this steal. Yeah, maybe I will. And $277 an hour, so that's like 3.5 hours worth. 3 hours worth. No, I'm gonna leave that the way it is. Okay, and now you see the reason we bought the barracks here. So we can have some of this growing, because this is just using food and goods, which I have a bunch of. So I can get a bunch of infantry going. So I can still be... I want to be producing units, you know, even though they're not the perfect units, which would be armored cars and tanks at this point. It's still good to just have something going, you know? It's all too expensive. I'm not going to build a barracks here. Well, should I anyway? I mean, I don't have any production. That's 30 minutes. Alright, fine. I'll build a barracks. Yeah, and then everything else is too expensive. That's what I thought. I'm just going to build up booster cards. I'm not going to use any at this time. I don't think I need to for this game. Yeah, so honestly, this was a pretty fast check-in. Everything in the game's kind of going really swimmingly. I'm not concerned about any of it. Yeah, we're going to begin our... we'll begin our attack on Syria tomorrow. I'll check in and probably launch the attack around, I don't know. Maybe in the morning before I leave for work. That sounds good. And then midday, these should have been taken. How long is that? Yeah. And then midday, I'll send them south, and then by the end of day 4, Or, sorry, this is still... No, yeah, this is day 3. So, by the end of day 4, I should have finished it and be on the border of Egypt, and then we'll see what we'll see. And then I'll probably direct one stack, whichever is healthier, to take Saudi Arabia before I go into Egypt. Yeah, Soviet Union's being nice. It's kind of sitting still. If Soviet Union stays still the whole game and it's just AI, I might eventually take, like, a couple of the border areas, like Odessa, and just block off the Black Sea ports. But there's no real reason to do that just yet. This is Ukraine, by the way. In the 1940s, this was Soviet Union, but that's the Crimea right there. And then this is the bridge that people keep blowing up. There wasn't a bridge there at the time. There is now. Yeah. So everything is looking good. Germany is kind of just sitting still. Honestly, the way things are kind of building, if Germany continues just sitting on his butt, this might end up being like a solo win type deal. We'll see what happens. Anyway,